Hi, I'm Nicholeen Peck, and I teach all over the world about parenting, good communication, how to build strong family bonds, child development, and education, all through the lens of self-government. And in this video, I have a Parenting Without Yelling book that we are going to talk about. For many years, I taught parenting, and people kept asking me, where's the book? Where's the book? We need a Bible of parenting. We need a book that tells us exactly what to do. I was a little bit resistant to do that at first, but in the end, I did produce a book. We're going to talk about that and what you can expect to find in it. Yelling is difficult. Sometimes we start yelling at our children or other people because we were yelled at, because someone was overly emotional or aggressive, emotionally aggressive with us. And that can sometimes create a mindset that leads us to think that we need to be emotional and yell too. But we don't have to if we are planned and we know what to say in any circumstance. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I have raised 4 children of my own. I'm now a grandma, but for many years I also did therapeutic treatment care for troubled teens. So difficult teens, in fact, these were some of the most difficult teens in my state because it was level 3 treatment care. If they didn't succeed in my home, then they would be institutionalized. So they were brought to my home and I had to help them overcome a lot of issues. Most of them had neurodiversities, usually multiple neurodiversities, as well as trauma, bonding issues. I had to help them try to get to a place where we could get them launched out on their own or step them down in their care. And what people saw started to amaze them. They saw that I was able to parent these very difficult teens without ever getting angry. In fact, in 2009, the BBC made a documentary of my family called The World's Strictest Parents. And you can see reaction videos to that episode here on this channel. So The World's Strictest Parents brought 2 troubled teens from the UK to stay in my home. They were both ages 17 and they stayed for 8 days. The first 2 days they had tantrums and they were very aggressive and angry, but I never yelled back. I was always calm. I knew exactly what to say because I had a plan. And then finally, on the second day, toward the end of the day, they said, okay, we're just going to be calm too. And then they transformed in amazing ways. They've grown up now. They're leading out in their communities and raising their own children and really focusing on being better self-governed adults. Just because of 8 days with a family who wasn't going to emotionally manipulate by yelling or getting angry in order to help them have a change of behavior and a change of heart. So how did I do it? This video is about the book, right? The book that helps you not have to yell anymore. This is that book. It's called Parenting a House United. After the BBC episode of The World's Strictest Parents that was done on my family became their most watched episode that they'd ever had on the BBC, they started asking, other people started asking, Nicholeen, you've got to tell us more. Give us a book. And luckily, I'd already been working on something. So that year, I came out with the first edition of this book. There is a first edition and a second edition. I was a less experienced writer when I wrote the first edition back in 2009. But this second edition came out 11 years later in 2020. It's much more up to date. This will help you learn the skills and principles, implement them in a much easier way. So what's in this book? In this book, Parenting a House United, you can expect to learn the 4 basic skills of self-government. You're going to learn about what self-government is and how to rein yourself in as a parent. The 4 basic skills of self-government are going to be for you and for your children. I'll also teach you 5 skills of parenting that I call the 5 teaching styles. These are the 5 different ways that we teach our children. So no matter what is going on, if they are angry, yelling in your face, trying to manipulate you, you do not have to engage in a power struggle. I will help you know the exact words to say in those circumstances. I will help you prepare your family for future success by setting up meetings, doing some proactive pre-planning as a family. The book will help you develop better, stronger relationships, more open communication, and connection as a family unit. So I have another video where I go into greater detail about the issues in this parenting book. And that video is called How to Be a Better Parent Without Yelling. Click on the link to that video next. I'll see you there.